Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, today we'll take a look at the Japanese yen. So actually we have abandoned it for some time because in the recent couple of weeks it really was clear that probably setups that we had on the weekly chart, I mean the grabber that we have discussed in the previous months and the large bottom line pattern that was forming on the daily chart, it was clear that sooner or later just these patterns will fail, and it just was the question of time when this will happen. Because on the intraday charts, guys, every time when we have seen the bearish reversal pattern, every time this pattern on the intraday chart has failed and hasn't created the chance to go short. And when market stubbornly shows this action that leads to failure of the bigger pattern, and that again and again price is moving and shows the action against this pattern, it's just a question of time when the big patterns will fail. And that indeed has happened. So this market has exceeded this top. It has raised as the butterfly that we have discussed here. It's possible to appear as the grabber that has the top here in the weekly chart. So both of them has been raised. And actually, guys, I was a bit confused when I saw it, a bit frustrated because they were really good patterns, and potentially this was very promising. When they had been destroyed, well, it was a bit curious moment. So I just would like to know why this is in general has happened. And yes, we have some fundamental background that is good positive numbers on the United States that has improved the position of the dollar, but in the further perspective, it was still unclear. And right at that moment when both patterns have been failed, we have missed the really new pattern that has been formed. And when I saw it, so last week, that was really everything has come to its own to the places in the puzzle. So that's really creates the whole picture that right now is very interesting. So I will not talk on the long-term analysis. So if you would like to know it, you could read our weekly research. But in general, currently, guys, the Japanese yen is strongly oversold by the sentiment analysis, by the CFTC data. So we have the short positions that stand at the record high. It's not an ultimate high, but it's still rather high. And previously, Japanese yen shows a reversal at the moment when the speculative net short position has reached these levels. Second, in a recent time, in recent week, we've got the sequence of the negative fundamental data. But the very important moment stands in the in what data we've got. So this was not really volatile employment data that could vary from time to time, from the month to month, but we have more durable numbers as the retail sales, as the inflation, I mean the producer price index, consumer price index. So they are more stable and not as volatile, and it mostly shows the more stable picture. And all of them are a bit weaker than market expects to see. Also, as the some conclusion of this data, we've got the relatively average comes from the Yellen in Congress. She said that's really they have some concerns and some doubts, I mean the Fed, with this data, and they need to keep an eye on them before making the decision on the rate changes. That returns back our idea that maybe Fed will not rise rate in this year anymore. Taking it all together, we have interesting bearish setup that's now forming on the Japanese yen. And we have this large godless triple two pattern that we have missed initially. So we have dropped down, ABCD retracement, reversal point. Now on the daily chart, we will discuss what we could trade on the common week, because on the weekly chart, maybe taking position with the 300, 400 pips lower, it's not really big distance, but for us, it's really big distance, and we can't place stops just for 400 pips above it. We need some more acceptable level to take the position. And here market could give us opportunity to do this. First of all, as you can see, week will start from the upward retracement here, because take a look. On the daily chart, we've got the perfect bread and butter buy pattern has been formed for us top. Market within the 3 closes who reached the major FIB support. And also this is daily confidence support. It means that here we will get at least the 618 retracement up. It's approximately to the 113.60, 113.70 area. So that it means that we could trade the bread by the buy pattern in the beginning of the week. Second interesting moment, guys, here is that although the downward action was really strong here, but take a look, that market hasn't quite completed the ABCD action. Upward impulse here, upward momentum is still very strong, and it really could happen that market will try to complete this target first before final reversal will happen. That will be a perfect combination for us. So it means that the bread and butter could lead not just to completion of the minimum target of the bread and butter, but it could become the continuation pattern, and the market will complete this ABCD. That's really could happen. Maybe, for example, market could form here some kind of the butterfly or something of that sort. Because if you will calculate the 127 extension here, well, I don't have it on this chart, but 127 of this most retracement stands approximately in this area. That's the second issue to watch for. Finally, guys, take a look at this triangle. Currently, it seems that it's a fake breakout. The market break it up and returns right back down. Now, just imagine what will happen if by bread and butter trade, market will return right back up above the trend line. So traders who are watching for the breakout, and now they think that it's really was a fake, when they see the price then step up again above this trend line, they will turn its opinion and come to the conclusion that indeed this is probably true the breakout, this market returns right back up, and they will go along with this upward action. When the market will hit this area, this will be really could be trapped along of new long position on the wrong side. And if collapse will start, this will be very fast collapse. Just keep in mind so that if market will indeed will show the continuation to the 115.05 area at completion of this ABCD, the real big reversal could take the shape of this, some kind of this could happen. Because that indeed could become not the real breakout, but market could drop. So this is a bit far-going perspective, but we just need to keep an eye on. So that being said, on the daily chart, we'll start our week with the trading of the bread and butter, and after that we will see what will happen. Whether the market will finish right here, or it indeed will try to continue move higher. So in here it will be clear what to expect and when this weekly pattern will start. But in general, overall situation on the Japanese yen is really thrilling right now. On the intraday charts, guys, just take a look at the hourly chart. Here market has formed real nice head and shoulders pattern, and it was in fact the pattern that has triggered the downward action. Here is a bit tricky moment that doesn't let us to estimate the real moment of the upward reversal, because from the Judd Napoli point of view, guys, as market already has reached the daily confidence support, it could become some kind of the oops pattern that Judd Napoli calls. This is the directional pattern, and usually it appears when strong confidence support stands right below the neckline on some classical pattern. So appearing of the confluence doesn't let classical pattern to complete its target and reverse the prior it will happen. That's some kind that's Judd Napoli calls as the oops directional pattern. And indeed, usually it leads to a very fast acceleration because market is grabbing all stops that have been placed on the way down and shows a natural upward reversal if traders do not know that here is a confidence support. At the same time, guys, here we have very strong acceleration down. It's real miserable plunge on recent data. So impulse and momentum here is very strong. That's why I can't exclude the chance that market could complete some kind of the ABCD pattern or something of that sort, because 10 pips lower, 10 pips higher for the daily chart, it's not really big. Changes, for example, market will reach 1190 area somewhere in this level. So yes, confidence will be burst a bit, but it's nothing really curious with that. This also happened. So keep an eye on this overall behavior in Monday's morning. So if market will start to form here some kind of the butterfly or something of that sort, it will not be hurry with the upward bounce. It will mean that some minor continuation could happen. The market indeed could complete the head and shoulders patch in this ABCD target. If not, if market will start standing higher, or maybe even exceed the trend line here or neckline, it probably will mean that no downward reversal will happen, no downward continuation will happen. Market stands on up to the target of the brand band trade on the daily. So it's one of the solutions that you could apply here if you're not sure that you will be able to catch this moment. Anyway, you will have to place stop somewhere below these targets. In this case, you could, if your money management could allow you to do this, you could not be too bothered with this, whether the market will show this downward action or not. So it depends on your experience, so how to better to deal with this. But if you would like to take the position right at the moment of the opening somewhere in this area, in this case, it would be better to place stop at least initially below these targets. Because market could complete this target and overall stop still will be valid. But if you will place stop higher, you will be washed out from the market with a valuable setup. So that's not the solution that we need to follow. So as you can see, the situation on the Japanese yen is rather interesting. A lot of patterns are forming here for as on intraday charts and high time frames. So let's keep watching, and as soon as we will get the new inputs, we will adjust our trading plan and see what will happen.